Tonight on Entertainment News, Oscar award-winning actor Louis Gossett Jr. passes away at 87.
Find out why Beyoncé's new album Cowboy Carter is more than just another album.
And tune in to see who finally got their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Entertainment News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Entertainment News. I'm Kanaya Mabry.
And I'm Riley Jones.
The long-awaited country album Cowboy Carter released over the weekend. In just 24 hours, Spotify reports that it is the most streamed album in 2024. This is the first time that a country album has that title. That's not the only record to be broken. However, as Cowboy Carter has earned more first-day release streams on Amazon Music globally than any of her other works.
This album has been much more than a stylistic shift in her music. The album is a protest towards the numerous criticisms that she had received in 2016 when she released Daddy Lessons and her remix with The Chicks. Cowboy Carter is a testament to the power of perseverance in the face of adversity.
Oscar-winning actor Louis Gossett Jr. died over the weekend at the age of 87. According to a statement from his family released by his longtime publicist, the statement did not reveal his cause of death, but early in 2010, Gossett announced he had prostate cancer. He won an Academy Award for his performance in An Officer and a Gentleman, and he also won an Emmy for his role in the miniseries Roots.
Motown legend and R&B singer Martha Reeves finally received a star on the legendary Hollywood Walk of Fame earlier this week. Reeves was the lead singer of the 60s Motown girls group Martha and the Vandellas, which scored more than a dozen hit singles. Last year marked the singer's 60th anniversary of her first two albums with Motown, both from 1963. Martha continues to perform concerts and club dates, both solo and with the Vandellas.
A familiar face is returning for the 77th Annual Tony Awards. Ariana DeBose will host the event, and it's the third time in a row that she's led the show. DeBose is also serving as a producer and will choreograph the opening number. In a statement, DeBose said she couldn't pass up on the offer to host and that she's looking forward to, quote, create an incredible celebration. The Tonys are scheduled to air on CBS on June 16th.
Plenty of movie news today. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
All comedy was political, and I felt that it was time to change that.
Steve Martin has just taken the big leap onto the big screen.
I was launched into the stratosphere. I was scared out of my mind.
One wild and crazy guy gets two documentaries. Steve Martin, a documentary in two pieces from Oscar winner Morgan Neville, is broken into then about his early struggles and rise to fame, and now about the success and happiness of his later years. Steve Martin, a documentary in two pieces, debuts Friday on Apple TV+.
Man, it's one of the true honors of my life.
Austin Butler is headed for a life of crime. He's set to star in the Darren Aronofsky thriller Caught Stealing. Butler will play a former baseball player fighting to survive in the criminal underworld of 1990s New York City. His other upcoming films include The Bike Riders and City on Fire.
Every time we do this, I feel so high tone.
Another round of A Simple Favor is on the way. Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively, Henry Golding, and director Paul Feig are reuniting for a sequel to the glamorous 2018 mystery. A Simple Favor 2 is set to feature murder and betrayal at a wedding on the island of Capri. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
This spring is set to be exciting with new films being released.
In some news closer to home, SUNY Oswego will be hosting a Focus on Faculty concert titled Kaleidoscope. This concert will serve as a way to view the varied talent of faculty in SUNY Oswego's music department. It will start with Juan Limané practicing Brahms' Intermezzo and will also feature music written by faculty member Juliet Forsaw and her partner, who are part of the trio called The Fire Within. Kaleidoscope will be taking place on April 14th, and while admission is free, donations are appreciated.
Keeping it local, beloved hometown actress Jennifer Woe is set to act as Monet Gentry in Always a Bridesmaid. This mother of three with 7 years of theatrical experience has been in numerous plays and musicals. Some of her memorable moments were in Grease, Elf the Musical, and Dearly Departed. Always Bridesmaid plays April 5th through 7th and 12th through 14th in the Art Scene Theater. Adult tickets are retail for $18 and senior tickets for $15.
The Museum of Intrigue, an entertainment attraction at Disney USA, is closing after 7 years. The museum was an interactive mystery-solving escape room experience. They announced they will be closing their doors at the end of April. A final event called I Am the Sheriff Now, a live-action game, will take place on April 19th, starting at 6 p.m. They will be open every Saturday and Sunday until April 20th.
Now let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Brendan Rice.
Well, looking ahead right now, we possibly have some heavy rain coming during this week, plus a chance by midweek for some snow and ice. Windier conditions will continue along with those rainy conditions, and a look at your eclipse forecast coming into next week. That plus your 7-day forecast coming right up after the break.
Coming up later tonight, find out which popular musician may be leaving the industry following backlash.
And get a first look at a new world being built for an upcoming Universal theme park.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv.
So much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist. Currently, conditions are pretty chilly out there, around 38 degrees with some mostly clear skies, still some clouds out there, and a pretty calm wind of just around 5 miles from the southwest. That's going to change as we head into tonight, with conditions changing over by 10 p.m. Temperatures are going to cool down to about 36 degrees, and clouds are going to be moving into the area, especially by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. It's going to be cloudy, and the skies are going to be pretty gray. As we look at current temperatures across the state, Oswego is probably the chilliest right now at around 38 degrees. Most of the state remains above 40 degrees. However, some areas, including the Kingston area, which per a little bit off screen right now, is up into the 50s. Now, as we look into precipitation, this week does look like we're going to have quite a lot. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday all having chances for precipitation, the most happening especially on Tuesday and Wednesday, where we could be looking at a chance for snow and ice over the night. Now, another concern of this during these storms is It's going to be pretty windy. Gusts could be getting up, especially on Wednesday, to as high as 39 miles per hour. Gusts are going to be around 30 miles per hour or more between Tuesday all the way to Thursday. So make sure you dress up well and bundle because those windy conditions are going to make it feel a lot more chilly than it actually is out there. As we look into our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, things are looking pretty mild here at Oswego, possibly some warmer conditions. Especially good news because in 8 days comes our solar eclipse. Especially since it seems like on the eastern coast here, we're going to be seeing some pretty dry conditions. Now, looking at your eclipse here in Oswego, we'll be right in the middle of totality, and conditions are looking really well right now, as in 8 days, the current forecast is calling for mostly clear skies. Now, there could be even more of a chance for that to improve as we get closer to those days, so make sure to keep an eye on it and keep looking at the weather forecast when we're looking forward. Now, another weather term of the day is macrobursts, or macrobursts. You may have heard of microbursts before. These are a bit similar, but they're larger than about 2.5 miles, and they tend to have some stronger winds in them as well, can last as long as 5 to 20 minutes and cause tornado-like damage. As we head into your 7-day forecast, we're seeing those conditions really get a bit chiller into Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures dropping into the 40s and lows dropping as low as 34 degrees. We could see some accumulation Tuesday into Wednesday night, possibly about an inch, but maybe closer to the lakeside, probably going to remain clear. As we head towards the next end of the week, things are going to be clearing up, temperatures are going to get warmer, and as we head towards that solar eclipse, looks like good conditions are on the way. That's all for me. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Brandon. And now back to news. Actor Chance Pradama was found dead as a result of a motorcycle accident yesterday. Pradama was best known for his role in the Netflix series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which ran for 4 seasons from 2018 to 2020. While details on the cause and the location of his death have not been disclosed, authorities have said that no one else was involved in the crash. He was 27 years old.
Lizzo has announced that she will be quitting after being targeted by haters throughout her career. She said on a post on Instagram, quote, "I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet." This reaction comes some months after the star was accused by backup dancers of sexually inappropriate behavior and creating a hostile work environment. She has not clarified if she is quitting social media or the music industry altogether, but she is still working with the fashion brand Yitty, releasing her own line of swimwear.
Universal Studios has released a first look at a new section of their upcoming Epic Universal. The 4th theme park under Universal Studios is set to be completed in 2025 and will include a How to Train Your Dragon section. The DreamWorks-inspired attraction will include several restaurants, 3 different rides, and a Viking training camp for young kids. How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk will be on one of 5 different worlds that the new Epic Universal will be made up of. And I'm not sure about you, but I definitely know where I'm going to be finding myself.
An upcoming film directed by Jason Reitman will tell the story of Saturday Night Live's first show. The cast includes a number of young and talented individuals to portray the iconic comedians responsible for SNL's success. Teen Wolf's Dylan O'Brien will play Dan Aykroyd of the Blues Brothers. Lamorne Morris will play the show's first black cast member, Garrett Morris, and English actress and singer Ella Hunt will play Gilda Radner. The film follows these TV icons and the behind-the-scenes drama that went into creating the show.
Come back after break for an exclusive interview of the Women in Entertainment Club's president.
And find out the changes they're making and the spaces they're creating for women on campus.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back to Entertainment News. The Women in Entertainment Club established this semester.
The club is creating a space on campus for women who want to work in the entertainment industry.
Here today to tell us all about the club is the president and founding member.
Please welcome Madison Gordon. Madison, thanks for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to focus on women in the industry, and what goals do you hope to achieve with this organization?
Yeah, so my sophomore year, which was last year, I was in an intermediate screenwriting class, and my professor, Juliette Giglio, she's in the Television Academy. She came up to me and a few other women in my class who are now part of my e-board. She was like, I want to start this club. I want to focus on women in the entertainment industry, because it's no secret that the entertainment industry is male-dominated. And what happened from there was we all just would talk over the summer, and we decided that it was really important to actually go forward with this club. So
that seems so great. Can you discuss some of the specific barriers that women encounter in the entertainment industry?
Well, especially with the Me Too movement recently, that has brought a lot of light on sexual harassment in the workplace. There's that, but also, again, it is male-dominated. So if a script, for example, were to go through between a man and a woman, the executives are mostly men. So statistically, men would most likely pick a man's script.
Now, with issues like that being so prominent in society, in what ways do you think that representation in women in media and entertainment impacts society?
I mean, it's no secret that anything we watch translates to how we treat each other. I mean, especially with like the roles of motherhood displayed on TV. Like anything that you see on TV translates, again, to how we treat each other in real life.
What kind of events has the club done, and what do you plan to do in the future?
Recently, we had the Women Empowerment Summit hosted by Oz Career Services, and we co-hosted that. That was great, and we were really grateful to be a part of that. We hosted the Women in Entertainment panel. And we are going to have a gala, but that's a little low-key right now. But yeah, so we are hoping to do more in the future, but right now with just everything starting, we're still trying to figure it out.
Great. And for those who might be interested in joining the club, when and where are your meetings?
So our meetings are bi-weekly. So tomorrow we have a meeting in MCC 306 with this amazing marketing woman at Paramount named Jonelle Brown. Our next meeting after that's April 15th with a comedy writer named Sam Jones, and we're really excited for that.
Great, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We cannot wait to see what more your group has in store for us.
Thank you.
To keep up to date with the club, follow them on their Instagram at Oz Women in Entertainment. And coming up after the break is our Tea Report with Jaylene Rodriguez.
So coming up on the Tea Report, more information has been released regarding the former YouTuber Ruby Frank. And Gypsy Rose has announced divorce after being released from jail 3 months later. Coming up after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. Before
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
So, welcome back to Entertainment News. I'm Jaylene Rodriguez and I got the tea for you. Are you paying attention to who your kids are watching on devices? In February, former YouTuber Ruby Frank and her business partner Jodi Hildebrandt were sentenced up to 30 years in prison. Last week, released evidence from the case came out, body cam footage of the two women's arrests, Frankie's handwritten journal entries in which she justifies abuse, witness statements, and more. Let's get into it. I'm disgusted. I was so shocked hearing this on the news. I know this was prior information and it was just so much. So have you guys even had the chance to watch the videos that were released?
No, this is my first time hearing about it.
Really?
I hadn't heard about the situations before they were really publicized on the news, but ever since then I kind of have picked up on what's been going on. I've seen all sorts of different clips about the trial, and I've heard statements from her husband and things like that. It's a very serious situation.
Yeah, one of the most famous clips that were shown was her son, her baby son, escaping the house through a window to get help from a neighbor, from an old man. It's so shocking that this happens in our day and age, especially from such a popular influencer with over 2 million subscribers. So, about the husband, like you mentioned, what theories do you guys have on that? Because he left 13 months ago, but do you really think that he didn't know anything about what was happening in his home?
I'm really not sure. I feel like for something as serious as this, it was most likely going on for a very long time. It seems like it plays it off like it's sort of a new thing that she's been dealing with, but I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like this would be something that had been ongoing.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's suspicious. So, what are you guys' take on family channels in general?
I don't generally agree with family channels.
Yeah, okay. So, people will do anything to keep up with trends. Gypsy Rose, for example, was recently released from prison after serving 8 years. And she married her husband while in prison in July 2022. Yet both of them have been called it quits 3 months after her prison release. And an interview with People magazine didn't particularly age well. Ahead of her early release in December 2023, Blanchard said she planned to marry him again after her release. How the tables have turned. Let's dive in. I was shocked. I mean, honestly, the train for Gypsy was falling. Like, the beginning of her career started of her leaving prison. I felt like that wasn't a great start. And it didn't make sense to me that they would stay together. Did you guys think the relationship would last?
I was unsure about how their dynamic would work after she got out of prison, so I didn't really speculate on it.
I didn't really think it was the best way to start a relationship by being in prison and then just trying to see how it goes from there. I think there's probably a lot of issues going on with both of their lives that they wouldn't have been able to grasp the severity of the situation.
Yeah, I agree. It's insane. Like, they just went straight to a relationship, straight into the public eye, and it was just so much. I had a feeling it was going to a little bit crumble. So do you guys feel like it was a bit of a publicity stunt for her to get on the track?
Ooh, I'm unsure about that. It might have been, as you said, as the trends were going downhill.
Exactly.
I don't think it would have been a publicity stunt, but I do think it could have just happened on its own.
Yeah. And recently she got off of the media. She quit her Instagram account, which was insane. So now flipping a whole 180. Abby and Brittany Hensel, a pair of conjoined twins who once had their own TLC reality series, had a secret that just now was released. Coming into the light, Abby had been married for more than 2 years. The 34-year-old twin tied the knot with Joe Bowling, a U.S. Army veteran and current nurse. In a private ceremony in November 2021, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and the internet wants to know. Well, what do you guys think of that? Conjoined twins in a marriage. That seems a bit odd how we usually do it, typically.
I think it's a very complicated situation, and I think we're right to have a lot of questions because it's it's far from a normal situation. But I do think they should be respected as they should.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think their day-to-day schedule is? I mean, having your sibling stuck to your right hip with the husband. That's a bit insane.
I'm not sure. I knew that they were school teachers, and I know that they are able to hold a steady job for them. But I can't imagine what it must be like to live like that.
Do you think the sister is happy?
I would hope so.
Yeah. So, if you like Fortnite and you're a Twitch fan, this will come as a shocker. Streamer Tyler Benvins, otherwise known as Ninja on all platforms, has revealed he's been diagnosed with melanoma, a type of skin cancer. 32-year-old Benvins, who has the most followed Twitch channel, over 18.8 million followers, revealed the diagnosis in a statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, after a mole removal from his foot was found to be cancerous. Let's chat. Do you guys even know who Ninja was? Like, I love Twitch.
I was never a big Twitch streamer.
Wow, 2020 was crazy for me.
I was never super big into it, but I think he kind of got his start in like 2017-ish, and that was around the time where I like started playing Fortnite and things like that. So I was aware of him, absolutely.
I was shocked. I mean, cancer must have been so shocking for him himself. He's a 32-year-old man, 34. He's still really young, and that's kind of shocking. So, we'll have more entertainment news after the break.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the Earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think. You think I'm wrong a lot of time. I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
That's our report for tonight. Please stay tuned for Amateurs.
Thank you all for watching. Have a great night.